laid off employees got 3 months of severance pay. Now let's talk about that because there are many saying there's going to be a lawsuit and all of this, but technically these employees are still working for Twitter. They're getting 3 months of severance pay and they're still employees. They're just not actively working for the company. So I don't believe this lawsuit has any legs whatsoever. Elon Musk isn't an idiot. You don't become a billionaire by being an idiot. All right. He wouldn't have laid off these people if he felt like he was going to have to take on a serious lawsuit, but we'll see. So their idea of democracy and free speech is no free speech at all. All right. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Atreus. I'm coming at you live from the ATL, bringing you more pop culture news centering around movies, TV shows, video games, and everything else in between. All right, today we got to talk about those Twitter layoffs. The Butthurt has commenced, and we're going to talk about it after the drop. All right, team, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button, the red subscribe button, and then go down into the description. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, whichever one is more comfortable for you. We are fastly approaching our goal of 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the news. Okay, so the Twitter layoffs have begun, sparking a lawsuit and backlash. The butthurt is serious, ladies and gentlemen. And so you got very many corners of the internet reacting. Long dreaded layoffs are finally happening at Twitter, which has been owned by billionaire Elon Musk for just over a week. They have sparked a lawsuit from employees and a call for advertisers to boycott. About 50% of the staff was cut, I think about 3,700 people, according to a tweet from Yoel Roth, Twitter's head of safety and integrity, and the division responsible for monitoring tweets for violence, hate, and other banned material. Twitter's strong commitment to content moderation remains absolutely unchanged, said Musk. He also said laid off employees got 3 months of severance pay. Now let's talk about that because there are many saying there's going to be a lawsuit and all of this, but technically these employees are still working for Twitter. They're getting 3 months of severance pay and they're still employees. They're just not actively working for the company. So I don't believe this lawsuit has any legs whatsoever. Elon Musk isn't an idiot. You don't become a billionaire by being an idiot. All right. He wouldn't have laid off these people if he felt like he was going to have to take on a serious lawsuit, but we'll see. Jessica Gonzalez, CEO of Free Press, which is part of the Stop Toxic Twitter Coalition, said she and leaders of more than 40 other groups met with Musk earlier this week. He promised to retain and enforce the election integrity measures that were on Twitter's books before his takeover. With today's mass layoffs, it is clear that this action betrays his words. She worried Musk was dismantling Twitter's investment in fact-checking moderators and policy, which could allow more dangerous disinformation to spread, especially close to Election Day. Twitter was already a hellscape before Musk took over. His actions in the past week will only make it worse, Gonzalez said. Roth tweeted that about 15% of the staff of his staff was laid off, with frontline moderation staff least affected. With early voting underway in the U.S., our efforts on election integrity, including harmful misinformation that can suppress the vote and combating state-backed information operations, remain a top priority, he wrote on Twitter. The Stop Toxic Twitter Coalition is now calling on advertisers to boycott Twitter. Several major advertisers have suspended advertising on Twitter since Musk took over last week, including General Motors and I don't even know how to say that. Nearly all of Twitter's revenue comes from ads. Okay, all right. So I mean, there's a lot of butthurt going on. First, I want to get into what Elon himself had to say. Okay. There's a couple things that he said. Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue due to activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with content moderation, and we did everything we could to appease the activists. Extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech in America. I agree. These left-wing people, they don't want opposing views out there. Period. They don't. They think everything they believe in is the right way. They don't want you to have any sort of opposing view whatsoever. So their idea of democracy and free speech is no free speech at all. All right. What else he said? Again, to be crystal clear, Twitter's strong commitment to content moderation remains absolutely unchanged. In fact, we have actually seen hateful speech at times this week decline below our prior norms, contrary to what you may read in the press. Regarding Twitter's reduction in force, unfortunately, there is no choice when the company is losing over $4 million a day. Everyone exited was offered 3 months of severance, which is 50% more than legally required. And, we can talk to Butthurt. You can see Lisa Bloom. Hi, Elon. This is the part where you're supposed to pretend you care about the thousands of workers you laid off today. Um, let's see. The workers fired from Twitter should start a new Twitter alternative that's not run by narcissistic, fascist, sympathizing billionaire assholes. I even pay $8 a month to sign up. All of these layoffs. I never want to hear how billionaires create jobs ever again. So this moron, and this is why, like, you can't trust everyone that has a blue check mark. This moron says, I don't ever want to hear anything about billionaires creating jobs again. She takes one situation where the company is losing $4 million a day and he's cutting costs by laying off people. Like, you can tell who don't have business minds whatsoever. Hey, Twitter employees getting laid off tomorrow. Important info. California's WARN law requires Twitter to give you 60 days notice of a massive layoff. A layoff of 50 plus employees within a 30-day period qualifies. I know you didn't get that notice. So, yeah, here's Steven Crowder. Between 99% of people that work in the tech are Democrats. Yeah, I think restructuring isn't a bad idea. Exactly. And so this is what happens. I want everybody to understand. I don't care where you stand, whether it's the right or, this is clearly my left, the right or the left. These people are running your country and they're pressuring advertisers to stop working with Twitter. So you have to come out. We have to come out and show our own financial power in a sense, because this culture war is not over. You have to go out and show the world that these fucking morons on whatever side they on, these anti-free speech morons, do not run the country. But it's up to you. You're the ones that got to do something about it, because without your help, Elon can't help free speech. It ain't gonna work. You see, these people got enough power to where they can go to advertisers and tell them to stop working with Twitter. Now, there might be a red wave coming, so I don't know. We'll see. Tell you what, you know who I voted for. That's all I gotta tell you. All right, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If you want free speech in America, you're going to have to convince your people to support Twitter. It's just that simple. I'll talk to y'all later.